YouTube, what is going on? It is West Coast Gamers here, and we are starting something new with ARK Survival. Now, granted, I've been playing on this for about half a year right now, and I decided to record and see if people would be interested in it at all. No idea if I'm even going to turn this into a series, but like I said, I figured let's give it a shot. So I don't know what time it is. It's late. Anyways, I got to get meat for all of my carnivores. So what I usually do once a day or once every 2 days is take one of my wolves or my whole entire pack out, and we just hunt whatever we can, quite frankly. Get the meat that we can get, and yeah, that is what we're gonna do. We'll have to also get on the trikes because we're gonna need some berries for the herbivores as well. It's kind of my daily routine, and I'll see what we run into today. These copies, they're so annoying. They don't really do anything. Granted, as long as you're at a decent level, I mean, they're nothing. You see one strike from Joanna is able to kill these things pretty easily. I've really been loving this. I kind of want to play that new Jurassic Park game, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for it just yet. And I've kind of been spending a lot of money on video games lately, so I'm trying to discipline myself a little bit here. I hate when pterodactyls fly on my base. That's probably one of the most annoying things ever, but as long as they're not causing a nuisance, or they're not those all those other birds. I can't remember how to pronounce them. Delos everywhere down here. What is this? Is it running away? It says, when do Delos run away? What? Why is this one not dying? Die. And my wolf that I'm on, Joanna, I just captured her in the wild somewhere. I mean, I captured her, but she's not my best wolf. My best wolf I have like a legitimate bond with. You know, I bred my wolf Paula and my male wolf Delta, and came up with arguably one of my best. Now she's the highest level. Joanna's at level 235. She's my highest level dire wolf I have right now. Everybody else is pretty much in between like 100 and 200, except for two that are, I think, like in their low 70s or low 70s, high 60s. Can't remember. But yeah, I kill a lot quicker with my wolf that I actually have the imprinting connection with. Clearly, Joanna's a little slow. No, just trying to get it. Oh well, but this game very fun. If you've never played it before, I recommend it if you think it'd be your type of thing. So it's really fun. Granted, I would definitely probably play on PVE if you don't actually plan on playing this with a lot of people. PvP can be very stressful. PvE can be stressful sometimes when it comes to building. You know, certain people like to claim areas for themselves and then, you know, tell you they don't want you building somewhere because it messes up with something they're doing. So playing on the right server is a really big deal, because sometimes there are people that are just a-holes for no reason. I've ran into that. It's quite annoying, and like I said, that's only on PvE. PvP, I mean, I can never do it. I have trust issues. Oh my god, I killed a dodo. Where? It's dark, I can't see anything. But yeah, I would definitely recommend playing on PvE unless you have people that you can play with that you trust on PvP. Because yeah, like I said, trust issues is very rampant in this game. You join a tribe with somebody, they can end up taking your stuff and just completely screwing you over. So I would never play this with anybody outside of people I legitimately know, like actual friends in my real life, you know what I mean? Other than that, I have too many trust issues. I've been screwed over too much from people I just don't actually know, unfortunately. So I just like playing solo. That's what I do. I thought about creating my own server, but I'd only do that if there was enough people that actually wanted to play on my server that I would create. So, look at Joanna. She's got a nice tone to her, white at the top and then brown for remainder section. She is very, very good. Health is at 6K, and this should be enough meat to feed everybody. So we'll go ahead and take her back when she's done eating. By the time the sun comes up, we can go ahead and get my trikes out and go get some berries. I gotta admit though, she feels a lot slower than my baby Nova. He is the one that, like I said, it was my first dire wolf that I actually bred, or my first dire wolf puppy that I had. And yeah, he is solid. He's a really solid force. But she feels a lot slower than him, but I don't think she is. She might be. I don't know. His stats may be a little different. But I'll have to check. Anyways, we'll drop the meat in here. I'll show you guys what I got in here. No berries at all, which means you guys are probably starving. Not starving, but you're hungry as hell. I got a level 78 Therizinosaur, which I need to do more stuff with. He should be way higher. Because only at about a 2k health. Really not a force to be reckoned with yet. I've encountered much stronger and scarier ones in the wild, so we gotta do more. We got my Delos. I essentially use these Delos as like sacrificial lambs, or kind of I don't know, they're just kind of sacrificed dinosaurs. Like if I'm going somewhere and I want to capture some dinosaurs or use them as bait, right? Just in case I get attacked. This is pretty much what I use them for. When I got all my direwolves, I have a pack of 7 right now. I would bring these Dilophosaurs on my raft. That way, when the direwolves got aboard, they wouldn't be so focused on attacking me. They would attack these things first. And because they are still pretty feisty. I mean, that's a 152. Molly's at 227. Spike is at 108. Jamie's at 209. And Survivor's at 152. His name is Survivor because I went out to go capture direwolves one day, and he got off the boat. I don't know how. He fell off my raft, and I thought he died. And I hadn't played the game in like a week. I come back to go get some more direwolves, and I see him like on an icicle. He's on an icicle where I went to go capture the direwolves. Now, to show you on the map where I'm talking about here, you see where I'm at. The direwolves are pretty much all the way up lateral, let's say left side 20 latitude, 20 longitude. So about the northwestern portion of the map. You can obviously see where the snow and the white part is, kind of where a lot of the map still is undiscovered. That's where the direwolves are at. So it's kind of long. It takes me about 15 minutes of real time to get there with my raft. So I just cannot believe he was still out there. He had not died to direwolves or sharks or anything else out there. And it's a pretty dangerous place out there. So that's why I called them Survivor. But yeah, I use these when I go get direwolves. Like I said, sometimes, you know, they get on board. They need something to attack. These Delos are pretty feisty. Obviously, everybody knows their health is not bad. So they can put up a decent fight against a direwolf. And I haven't lost one. I've lost a Carbo. I've lost a Trike. But I've never lost a Delo. So they are pretty feisty, handy, kind of quote-unquote sacrifice, you know, dinos, if you will. But obviously I still prioritize them when it comes to keeping them alive, feeding them. Because when I want to go catch direwolves, they are the best teammates to have, essentially. And like I said, they fight, they can damage the direwolves a little bit. That way I have an easier chance of knocking them out with the narcotics. And yeah, that is my whole wolf pack. As you can see, 6 wolves in here. I just keep them bunched up. I eventually want to build a pen where they can actually walk around, but I got to get to that when I got more time. Anyways, Joanna has done her due diligence for the day. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and put her back in here. And yeah, if audio does cut out, I apologize. I may have to take a phone call, but I will continue playing. So we got our Trikes, Warriors at level 101. We get Fall at level 61, and then Aqua at level 104. These were really cool. I think I got these during the Easter Day weekend, which is really nice. So they have that really cool, you know, coating and texture to them. And for whatever reason, I cannot access my inventory for Fall. Don't know why. But yeah, apologize for that. So, we're going to get the Trikes ready, go get some berries. And then, yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, I don't plan on playing this a lot, but I figure, hey, some people may actually want to watch me play it, so why not? Oh, I thought I got invited to VidCon from my other channel. I'm like, what? I'm invited to VidCon, but they're just telling me about updates for it. Like, why would I care? If I'm not getting invited, I don't care about VidCon. Let's be honest. So I usually like to take all my Trikes because, like I said, I only log in every other day pretty much just to make sure I keep them fed. So I like to make sure the trolls are pretty much filled with berries. That way I don't have to feed them constantly. I just have to I just have to check in every so often. For the herbivores, I only have to really feed them about once a week if I have berries stored. But for the carnivores, obviously, I have to feed them every other day because meat spoils quicker than the berries. So here we go. We got Warrior, Fall, and Aqua. And yeah, they're pretty good, man. Warrior's been through a lot. He has been one of my first trikes I captured when I started this game. And man, he is like he's been through a lot. I've lost a lot of trikes. I've lost, I think, 4 trikes so far. But Warrior, he has been here from the beginning, one of my first ones, and still kicking, man. That's why I named him Warrior. That's why he's got, you know, a sick looking armor and skin on him. 'Cause he really is, man. He really is. I'm telling you, he's been through a lot. All right, so you all will follow me. We're gonna tear down this area. Man, somebody's really building up there. Yeah, this server has kind of gone through a lot. There used to be a lot of people over here, and now, then people left. Like all kind of the biggest, you know, survivors on this map. They all left. Either they went to a different server or they relocated to a different part of the map. But like they used to all be here, and they all pretty much left at the same time. So I'm assuming they either all joined a clan together and moved to a different part of the map. And now we got some new people here. And they're friendly. They're much more friendly. I would say my older neighbors were really annoying, constantly bothering me, telling me to move and do stuff just because they wanted to do something else. I wasn't doing things to be inconsiderate. It's just like, hey, we all got our land. You guys can see, I don't really have that much land. Like my fortress is relatively small. Like actually probably really small compared to other people's fortresses. So, you know, this guy, he had essentially all of this. He had all of that over there, all of this up here. He had pretty much 5 times as much as I had, and he was complaining about me having too much, which is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you get those type of people in this game, which is, like I said, a little annoying, but it is part of ARK. Of course, like I said, if you guys want to see this, I will do quests and, you know, different things to go acquire different dinos. I want raptors again. Bad story about how I lost them. I forgot what I challenged. It's that Mega Titansaurus or something. That thing that has like 100k health. I didn't realize that thing was that powerful. I'm still kind of a noob when it comes to some of these dinos in here. And yeah, squashed all my raptors in like one, you know, just stomp. It was really, really bad. So that's how I lost all my raptors, which was unfortunate. But I like wolves anyways. The wolves are much more efficient. Yeah, the raptors have that new pounce ability, but if you're going to choose between a pack of raptors or a pack of wolves, the wolves are your choice. They do more damage, you know, with their bites, their melees. They fight better. They have the alpha boost pack, which I know that I think the raptors do now too. But the wolves overall, much, much better long term. Raptors are good though. They're very quick. Obviously, much quicker than the wolves. But like I said, I love wolves, and they are definitely the unit to have. So that is it for Warrior. We'll just go ahead and get off him. Kind of want to go and explore other parts of the map. Yo. So we're going to get on Aqua. And we're going to take it. Or take her, I should say. I think she's a she, right? Yeah, Aqua's the girl. Wait, let me make sure. No, this is Fall. Aqua's the other one. Guys, dang it. Don't even know my own trikes. Terrible. Just saying what's up to the hermana. Well, yeah, like I said, this game is very, very, very fun. It's a good game to relax to, but it can also be frustrating. You have to be careful. If you really want to take this game seriously, you got to pay attention to what you do. Because one mistake, you could lose your dinos, you could, you know, lose, you know, your fortresses, your properties, whatever, your armor, things that you work hard to get. So you definitely got to be careful when playing this game, for sure. Because I promise you, it'll be frustrating if you lose things that you took forever to build and forever to acquire. Getting certain creatures that took forever to tame or that are rare or tough. Yeah, so if you play this, highly recommend you, like I said, be very careful of what you do. Very careful. It's easy to get sidetracked and then you'll end up kind of not paying attention, and then boom. Find yourself in a bad situation like me where I lost 6 of my raptors, and they were my best, I mean, they were my meat hunters at the time. I had 1 wolf, which is cool. And I still got her, but still, I mean, the raptors were my main unit for collecting meat. So when I lost them, that kind of, that hurt a little bit, because my wolf, she was only at 135, and at that time she still was very vulnerable. She's much better now. I think she's at like 170 or something, so she's much stronger, much better now. But back then she was very, very, very vulnerable. So the raptors in a pack of 6, I had a couple of 186, 160 something, and the rest were kind of in their high like 80s, low 100s. So yeah, here's the lag. So losing them was kind of It sucks. And like I said, I lost them only because I didn't know how freaking crazy strong that dino was. I didn't realize it was essentially just a freaking guardian. 100k health, ridiculous. And then melee damage, I forgot how much. I think it's like 10,000 damage per step or per blow. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, so yeah, that kind of sucked. But you live and you learn. That's definitely the thing about this game. You play, you live, and you learn. But like I said, this is just an opening. Like I said, if I do plan on doing this, you guys will get familiar with my creatures. Yeah, it's relatively peaceful here. Like I said, most of the a-holes moved away, which I'm so glad about. I mean, when I say I got harassed, like, how do you get harassed on a PVE server? You know what I mean? If it was PvP, I'd understand. I mean, there's no rules, like, essentially, anything goes. But it was PvE, obviously. That's what the server is. And I'm getting harassed by people because they want to build more. Essentially, that's all they wanted to do. They wanted to build more on top of what they already had, which was already, like I said, 5 times bigger than everything I had as far as property is concerned. So it was just people just being greedy, thinking because they've been here longer that they own the map. I don't have that mindset. I've been here longer than these new guys, but I don't disrespect them, you know? I think it should be good etiquette when playing on ARK. You know what I'm saying? Respect your neighbors, they respect you, hopefully, and everything is all good. I've been here longer than my new neighbors, but I don't disrespect them. I haven't told them to move because, one, they're not bothering me. And 2, like I said, being on this server longer than people doesn't give you the right to claim, you know, your territory and claim that, okay, you need to move from here and so I can be here. It's like, that's just kind of being a douchebag, man. No, nobody likes that. So that's my mindset. Stay out of my way. I'll stay out of yours. And yeah, we can live together happily on the server, and occasionally, I guess, help each other out when we're battling some things out there. That's the way I look at it. That's how I like to play. That's how I like to play. But when I tell you these guys were true dickheads, man. Is there a carbo? I thought there was. Nope. Trikes are stuck on the tree. Terrible, but I think we've got enough berries. We got wood too, which I don't need, or thatch. Don't need any of it. But yeah, like this guy, he used to have a fortress all the way from where you see that raft is, all the way down till probably, I'll show you guys. Like, it was huge, and he was complaining about not having enough space, and he didn't even have that much, you know. He had a couple, I think he had 2 dragons, he had 1 giga, and that was about it. But he was complaining about not having enough space, so that was just really annoying to deal with. Let's actually put them on aggressive, even though, wow, that was quick. They need some XP. Quite frankly, we don't get any. There's a dead parasaur. I kind of feel bad just leaving it out like that, you know? But it is what it is. Nonetheless, I think we got enough berries, so we're going to go ahead and head back home. I'll show you guys my pterodactyls I got. That's really it. I don't really have a lot, and I don't need a lot, because what I do is fairly simple, you know? Like I said, I haven't expanded my base yet to a bigger size. So, man, I love that they included that new feature for the trikes. They are so fast. Look at this. That is crazy. That speed is absolutely crazy. And let's see how long they take to get here. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Warrior and I think Fall is out there. Yeah, I'm on Aqua. Fall, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I ran all the way here. These fossils keep popping up in random places. I don't know what their deal is. Let's go, Fall. We're over here. Thank you. About time. I know you got a lot of weight on you, but come on, keep up, please, will ya? So yeah, like I said, I really don't have a lot. I will expand eventually once I get back into playing this on a regular basis. This game, I used to play night and day, like literally, especially when breeding for a direwolf. It takes quite a bit of time for the maturation and all that. Maturation, it's really kind of a hassle of a process. So I would literally get like 2 hours of sleep because it's real time, you know. You got to keep them fed until they can feed themselves. It's a grind. If you play this game, definitely expect to be making a serious commitment. It's not like, I mean, you know, you're typical. Your typical stuff for a game like this. But like I said, really expect to be grinding and spend a lot of time. Especially since I'm doing this solo. If you have a group, you can always switch off with somebody and kind of have, you know, different roles and responsibilities for people to kind of take care of your animals. But since I'm doing this solo, yeah, it is much more difficult. But like I said, I got trust issues. And I would only ever join a clan with somebody in this game, like I said, if I know them in real life. Other than that, not taking that chance because I've been screwed over before. All it took was one time for me to trust somebody randomly online and he screwed me. And you never know. You never know. I'd rather just not have anybody in my clan and be safe than take a chance and lose everything I've worked for, you know? It's just not worth it. To some other people, it's worth it, but for me, no. I've already been through it once, and I'm an introverted person anyway, so I prefer to be by myself. But like I said, if I can get a friend, an actual friend into this game, that'll be fun. So we're getting rid of all that stuff because I don't need it right now. Whenever I need to get it, I can get it. So we'll put berries in there. We'll take berries from you, and we'll put them in this trough to feed my Listo and the Carbo. Quite frankly, which don't need them. And like I said, I'll show you guys my pterodactyls. But like I said, I literally have nothing. I'm pretty bare bones when it comes to my dinos. But that's only because I haven't been in the mood to like play long term. Like I said, I keep them fed, and that's pretty much about it. I kind of explore every blue moon to see, you know, what people are building and what's kind of out there. But that's it. I haven't really been in the mood to play long term. But like I said, this is just an introduction. If you guys do want to see me play on a more regular basis, I'll be more than welcome to record and do that for you. And like I said, we'll do much more entertaining stuff. This is kind of just an introduction to ARK itself for any of you that are new to it, or at least that have been on this channel and don't know about it. And like I said, a possible gameplay or possible series I may do. Highly unlikely though. Highly unlikely. Every blue moon I may do a video on something like boss fights once I get to that point. You know, just kind of crazy stuff that happens. Sometimes you play this and just the craziest stuff happens at the most random of times, you know. So stuff like that. But as of now, probably not. I want to focus on other games that I'm actually playing on a regular basis. And I'll put the rest of these berries in that other trough. And that should be enough to keep them fed for about a week in real time. Which is nice about having herbivores. If you get an army of herbivores, they're definitely worth it. Some people try to downplay them, but honestly, having a solid army of herbivores, they're easier to feed and maintain. And on top of that, depending on which ones you get, they're also pretty fierce fighters, man. When you think about it. There's Xenosaur. Fierce as it can get, man. One of the most dangerous creatures in all of ARK. This thing is a beast and it's a herbivore, man. And I did paint it. Don't know why I did this scheme. It's been a while. But, yeah. And I did that the same thing to them. That's kind of my... I guess that's my color. You can see the gates, the bricks, red and white. It's kind of my tribe... my tribe colors, so to speak, even though I'm only one in it, but you guys get the point. But like I said, herbivores are much easier to feed and maintain compared to the carnos, which you gotta pretty much... I like to hunt every other day. Sometimes if I'm really busy, obviously, and I can't get on the game, it'll be 2 or 3, but every other day I like to keep them fed. Just because I can check in, see their levels, and make sure nobody's doing anything crazy as well. You gotta make sure you kind of stay familiar with your surroundings. And make sure nobody's building too close to you. For sure, which can... This is what I mean. These things just land in here. Like, what are you doing? Get! I punched her twice and she just now left. I thought she was going to fall down and she didn't. But yeah, it's always good to log in as often as you can. But like I said, you don't have to do it every other day. You don't have to do it every day, excuse me. Every other day to make sure your dinos are fed, sure. I think that's important, you know. At least for your carnos. Like I said, the herbivores, they can pretty much last on berries for about a week if you fill these troughs up almost to their full capacity. So, yeah. So, everybody is good to go. I think this literally... Did I already clear this? I did. Okay. So, yeah. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys my... I like to call them pterodactyls. I know what they're called in this game. That's annoying. I'd rather just call them pterodactyls because that's pretty much what they actually are. Or kind of. Earnodons. We got Dr. Doom, 144. And Dr. Doom, I believe, is weight. Essentially what I do when I go to collect metal, because I like being able to go away, get away quick. Where I gotta go collect the metal, obviously there's a lot of dangerous dinos out there, and I don't really like taking my main hunting party out there. It's just unnecessary, especially if I'm just collecting metal. And this is a Lightning Scout. So basically, Lightning Scout is my stamina flying dino, and then Dr. Doom and the Green Goblin are my weight ones. So when I go, they'll follow me. I can put the metal on them, and then they'll follow me back. And like I said, they can carry a decent amount. These things are already weak enough, and like I said, their attributes pretty much suck. We're gonna go ahead and just ride with Lightning Scout right quick, like I said, to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, what's on the map here. Woo! That's always fun to do. But yeah, this is one of my neighbors. Nice guy. Nice guy. You can see he's building a lot. Actually looks very familiar. Some of these dinos look very familiar. This one does, and that one does. They look familiar to a guy that was a complete a-hole to me. What is the name of this one? I might remember. Diablo? Village of Idiots? He had two with these same colors and tiny. It might be the same guy. He might have joined up with this group. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. And they're building all up here, clearly. Again, this used to be somebody's place. I'm glad that they are building again. I like certain areas to kind of be built on. That way, you know, it keeps certain dinos away. Quite frankly, you know where to go if you need to get the main hunters, so to speak. Or, you know, anything special along that sort. I have no idea who's living here. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Like I said, it's important to know your neighbors in ARK, man. Very important. Very important to know your neighbors. This is Greyhound 14. Never heard of you, so you must be new. And somebody's over here. Yeah, very interesting places some people have built. Got a neighbor over here. I know who this person is. Got a neighbor over here. Yeah, my base is pretty much the size of this. You know what I mean? This is essentially the size of my base, and my former neighbors were like, "Oh, we need more land. You're taking up too much space." I'm like, "Come on, let's not be a douche now." You know what I mean? But yeah, we got a lot of new people on this map. There's a lot more places built. These bases aren't half as big as the previous ones, but they're building in a lot more different locations. And I kind of want to expand as well. Like I said, I definitely want to. It's just whenever I have the time. But yeah, I kind of want to have this much land. My wolves can roam. They want to attack things. They can and kind of feed themselves. Not bad, though. Not bad. So I'll work on it. Nonetheless, guys, that is going to do it for this video of ARK Survival Evolved. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like I said, if you want to see more of the series, let me know in the comment section below, or just smash that like button and let me know you guys enjoy the content and you would like to see more. And like I said, this is my base, but my former neighbor was complaining too much space. Yeah, way too much space. Ridiculous, right? Like I said, let me know if you want to see more, and I'll be back with some more gameplay. As always, appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel. West Coast Gamer, sign out till next time. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. See ya and goodbye.